Good evening, YouTubers. Well, what am I in here? No, peoples, it isn't Open Solaris. No, it's not even Open Indiana. But I have blinged up. Oh, how can I prove it to you? There we go, Mate search tool. I have actually blinged up the Ubuntu GDK2 theme. Well, I shouldn't say that. I should say I blinged up Mate, but yeah, nonetheless, it's on Ubuntu, and I thought I'd show it to you. It's a bit of a distraction, I admit. It's utterly beautiful, and it makes me nostalgic. I mean, the other day I did have that GDK3 thing, but this is far more proper what I've done. I actually found the sources, the original sources for the Nimbus theme. I was so lucky I found them, and I will definitely be keeping them now. What I will do actually, I think, is a follow-up to the video that I'm going to do now in future, which will show you how to compile this and install it for yourself, so that you don't make any mistakes. But it actually does look completely the part. I mean, I haven't tested other things, but I have actually. I've brought up Firefox. This is kind of a bit of a distraction, admittedly, from what I was trying to do, but it actually does the Firefox theme fine. We'll just close that, and I haven't tried LibreOffice though, but we'll just try that now and see if it does all the niceties. And look at that, that is just, look at that, isn't that beautiful? So anyway, I'll without further ado, I'll get on with the actual task at hand, which is to show you how to compile i3. So now I did mention this earlier, that I have decided to show you i3. I actually have a server that's running just beside me now, and I'm just going to grab the relevant details. I have noticed that one of our viewers, his name's Elder Snake on YouTube, he's noted that the lack of it wasn't said in a negative way, but the lack of preparation, and I do that kind of deliberately. But in this case, there's a little bit of preparation. I'm not going to guarantee that I'm going to come under half an hour, and I'm not going to edit this thing so that I end up under half an hour. That's not the job here. That's not the aim. The aim is to show you how that I, even as an experienced user, will struggle. I'm hoping this i3 install will not be a struggle. I will have to cut it part way though, because there is an issue where I've tried running i3 out of XNest. XNest is a way of nesting an X session within an existing X session, but it hasn't worked for me. What happens is it does actually come up, but it, how shall I say it? I need to probably articulate this point well. It doesn't come up with the font. It doesn't come up with the characters on screen. It's a known bug. I've seen bug reports out there in my search for trying to find a solution for it. Yeah. So anyway, what we'll do while we're in this beautiful desktop, why did they throw away GDK2? I have no idea. But yeah, and it's got, unlike Solaris had it, it's the very nice snapping thing. Anyway, let's go and get on with it. cd/media/autos. Okay, and so this is actually, if I go and you'll see actually that big hard drive is actually on another computer. You can see that there as it's an export, an NFS export. Okay, so so what we'll do is I've got to try and find this file that I was working on, and I'm hoping it's here. This is the problem when you are not prepared. You know, this is one of these exceptions where I might actually break the yeah, look. I don't see. Actually, while we're at it, we'll just do push, and that will actually put that into a cache where I was, so we can go back into it in a minute. But I'll see. That's alright. pop, pop D, and then we go back into that directory. That's kind of like a nice little hint for you. So anyway, what we might do is go find i3 project. I may have actually just misplaced it somewhere. I did, it could be under, kind of, yeah, that's what it's probably under. How am I being a numpty? Look at this. It would seem to me that I have all the things I need in here for an i3 install, wouldn't it? So, a couple of things. What we're going to do is going to copy i3 dot binary i3 dot list, and we're going to also copy i3 status, and we'll do it with verbosity I should say. We'll copy that to whatever. So these are some helper files here. So let's get on with it anyway. And we've got all this confusion and uncertainty. So what we might do is we'll just make a directory called i3 project, and we'll see I'll move i3 star, I don't think there's anything else, into i3 project. Now that's implied that I'm also trying to move i3 project into itself, which it's not going to allow. That's fine. Alright, so what we're going to do is I'll just explain the contents. Like I've always told you guys, you need to prepare your installs. You need to try them and document them. Okay, so when you're going to install, and bear in mind, i3 is not a superficial install. So what you'll need to do, it's not going to be as difficult in some sense as like the CDR Tools one, because it's the i3 project is actually it's a for those I didn't even mention what it was. It's an i3 window manager. It's a window manager, like in the same vein as I suppose OpenBox is a window manager, isn't it? I think so. You also got the old TWM, which is the tiling window manager, which is the one that X natively comes with usually. It doesn't have to come with it, but yeah, sure, it's there. Yeah, so i3 is a window manager, and then the project notes themselves for trying to maintain clean code and correctness and good documentation and that sort of thing. So I do know some of the dependencies. So what we're going to do, without talking any further about it, is we're going to wget some stuff. Okay, so we're going to go wget input file i3.list. Okay, and I prepared this earlier. As I said, I don't normally prepare so well, but I have prepared this list, and yeah, it's probably going to download a bunch of stuff which I don't actually need, which is fine. I'm actually going to use the I'm going to use some of the Xorg stuff, not from the website, although this is downloading them and it's no big deal. libev I'm going to be using. I'm definitely going to be using dmenu, which is a suckless tools thing. Great, you need that for i3 really. i3 status, of course, I'm going to be installing that by source. Okay, what's that 2 point? Nah. Yagil. Yeah, okay, fine. Whatever. So anyway, we've downloaded a bunch of stuff. Okay, some of it is yeah, some of it's going to be installed, some of it isn't. I did prepare I guess I overprepared a little bit, but let's go into it. So make directory work. Okay, and echo let's make sure our environment is set up right. Okay, /user/local, which is great. Echo $make flags is J4. Okay, which for my architecture is fine. You'll have to refer to your CPU details to know what you should be using there. I prefer using J4. Some people online would use J5. I actually have an Intel Core i7, so you're probably wondering why I've only got 4 there rather than 8, because it should be hyperthreading. I've actually turned off hyperthreading because although I don't know for sure, I'm led to believe that it does have some internal ramifications, so some mathematical problems with it. So anyway, I'm not going to go into that because I'm not qualified to talk about it. Someone else can do a video on that. Anyway, let's go. Tags VVF i3. Okay, and we'll change that to work. Okay, so work. Okay, tags. Oh, we've already done that. Okay, CDI3. And what we need to do is cat depends. Okay, so this is going to tell us the full list of things. Now we know that we're probably going to have package config because that's kind of important. We've been compiling stuff before, so you'd expect package config to be on there. On an Ubuntu based distro like this one, you might want to just install build depends to pull in a whole bunch of stuff. Presumably package config will be installed on the build, sorry, not build depends, build essential meta package. libxcv, not going to install by source. All this free desktop stuff, no, but xk I will be installing that from source, I believe. Util cursor, no, libev, yes, and pretty much the rest of this except for pcre and lib startup notifications, I might install that by default, and pango kero, no, because again I don't want dependency hell for this video. I don't mind it on my LFS install, which is again still coming up. There's a lot sort of in the backlog of things that I've got to do, but let's get into it. So anyway, so we know that we've got that there. I've prepared, and I suggest you do the same, a binary list of what to install. So cat i3 binary. Okay, it's going to show you some things that I've got to install there. So you're probably wondering how you're going to do that just from this list. No, you're not going to copy and paste it. That's the amateur's way to do it. You're going to start using your Unix commands. Okay, so sudo apt install $cat i3 binary, and we'll just do that. Okay, we'll do the i3 status in a moment. Okay, insert your password, and it's going to install a bunch of stuff. Okay, you can tell that my service provider is Internode, and I again recommend that if you're going to be downloading a lot of free software, that you look at your local service provider and see if they provide us a free mirror to grab stuff from. Oh, what have we got here? Yeah, all the XCB stuff is coming in. That's pretty nice. Okay, okay, and then we've got the i3 status binary. So let's cat that for you. I'm going to show you another trick now. Is instead I'm going to go sudo apt install $. Okay. Ha ha ha. So what does that mean? It means the previous command I did, I'm going to cat it, and the result I will install using apt. Again, on LFS you wouldn't do this. On Gen 2, largely unlikely. You are actually going to have to install things a little bit more manually. Yeah. So that's that, and we're going to start working our way through that that list. So what we might do is just open ourselves up another terminal. I shouldn't have put that one there. Oh, can I move it up? No? Somewhere else? Looks like I can. Great. Okay. We'll just go cat i3 depends. Okay. So we're not going to do the XKV, blah, blah, blah. Let's do libaev and see if that works for us. Okay, so tags vvf libev, Right. You know what I might do, just so you guys can see this a little bit better. I'm just going to change that that terminal color because it's kind of awful, isn't it? Colors. We will not use that, and we will use white on black, and we will possibly make the text color a little grey, like that. Hopefully, that's looking a little less intense, and we'll use the Linux color set, which looks a little nicer. Hope that doesn't bother you too much. Sorry about the change, but I thought it was important. Let's try that. Okay. And then that's kind of nice. So, alright, let's move on to Yagil. Okay, I think that downloaded as 2.0 before. Did it? Yes. So tar xvvf 2.1.0 work. Yeah, hopefully that works. It did. Alright. CD Lloyd. Okay. Configure. And we'll just do an alias again. So what we'll do is config doesn't do anything, which is great. So we'll just alias config equals configure, just to make things a little bit quicker. Okay, and then we just do config. Okay, oops, sorry about that noise. Just a little scratchy on the head. Okay. Look like a bit of CMake action back there, and maybe not. Okay, so we've installed that guy, ASCII doc. Right, have we got that? Have we got ASCII doc? I wonder. I think that might be pod simple, to be very honest. No, it might not be. Ah. Yeah, I remember this. This gave me some drama last time. Let's have a look at that. I might have installed ASCII doc. Oh, here we go. And what did you download? That's kind of interesting. Maybe I'm having a blind moment. i3 status, yeah, blah 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 blah. Let's see if that downloaded and where it downloaded to. Yeah, that's not what I wanted. Stop that. No, that's not working very well, is it? That's not working well at all. Oh well, let's try it. Killed all, did we get? Nice. Right. That happens. So, this guy. Now I don't know why it's not pointing to something kind of useful. I might just open link and see what we can make of that. Ah, yes. We'll just go copy link location like that. I might have made a boo-boo when I tried to download it. So we just go paste, and again we'll just get rid of the right up to the question mark, and there we go. See? So really what I should do now is just correct that in my document. I should really be using sed to do that, but I will not. Instead I will just go echo that and just get rid of that, and I'll redirect that into i3.list. Okay, so let's do that. Okay, so again, document your source, you know, the issues that you find, document them in one way or another. Okay, and then store them in a reliable place that you know you're going to back up from time to time. That Nimbus theme, for example, that I've installed here, definitely going on my backup hard drive. Don't want to have to be looking around the internet for that again. So, especially since it doesn't look like we'll ever get that again. We'll just move AsciiDoc into the work directory, as is consistent. Right, we got here, okay, config, and we go make, and sudo make install. Good, hopefully that worked. I don't think this is true. I think that actually comes with that. They come from the same place, and I think it comes with it. I'm not entirely sure from memory, but yeah, we shall see. Next thing, PodSimple. So PodSimple. PodSimple. Okay, so right. So let's go. Sorry, I'm just having a bit of a memory blank there. Just thinking about it. The PodSimple. Right. Okay, this already seems to have a something going on here. PodSimple. Now, how do we install this? Let's have a look at that, or less the readme. Oh yeah, that's how we do it. So we can just grab that really and go, and then we do the unit tests, which which LFS would encourage you to do your unit test. Curlies. Alright. What we might do, I'm going to see if this little hack will work. Because I'm kind of getting sick of doing tar as well. So I might just go, what about uncompress? Is that a command? Oh, that sucks. Unc. Cool. Unc will be mine. So, alias unc equals tar x tar c x bvf. I think. Let's hope that works. Otherwise I'll create some function to do it, but we won't be doing that today. That would be a bash hacking exercise if I do that. So what is the next one? DocBook. Again, I think DocBook would have been installed as part of that one there. PCRE we installed before. Startup notification. We'll do the startup. Yeah, okay. We'll do the startup notifications. I didn't think I was going to, but let's try it anyway. Okay. So, unc. Don't be miserable. That's kind of sad. $1. Yeah. Yeah, we'll do. Oh, that's why. Numpty. Could just do that perhaps. Okay. So, oh, fine, whatever. I'll do that another time. And config, again, you're really using just configure, so you can just sort of, using your own little hooks and little shortcuts and things. I encourage you to do that and document them again. You might want to put it into your bash RC file and then copy your bash RC from distro to distro as you move from place to place. Yeah, so as you'll see, my I guess the important things in my bash RC tail, you can see those little things that I've put in here, or custom thingies. Okay, so make install. Awesome. So that's done as well. Alright, so now we get to the nice stuff. Alright. Now this is where we find things that are interesting. So that make file. That make file is seemingly there without a configure, and that's because i3 believe that the make file should, configure might not do things right. That you should make your own handcrafted make file, which I think that they have done. So you can customize that make file. Rather than going into the make file, I believe you can just go vim, and we can set our prefix, which we should do just now. Now, the way I would actually do that, if I don't know this code at all, okay, what I would do is go grab, and first I'm not going to use the recursive feature of grep, and I'm just going to go prefix, okay, and then we find in here. That's how I do that, you know. So I think we might be able to just go also to, and then we just end up with that unadulterated text. What this means here, this little token here, means put all errors into the black hole, which is /dev/null. /dev/null is a black hole. Whatever you put in there, you don't retrieve. So yeah, so that's that. So we know that it's in common. That's how I do it, guys. And anyway, if that doesn't work, I go recursive. Although I shouldn't need to. But yeah, okay. Anyway, moving right on. So then we go make. Let's see if this actually works. I'm hoping it works. Everything should be nice and tickety-boo now. Then you can go sudo make install, okay, and then you go with jar3, and we know that it's there, which is great. Okay, the next thing that we need to install, our job isn't done yet. Just putting the window manager itself doesn't give you much. So what we shall do is we now install the i3 status binary. Okay, so we did that before, sorry. We'll just install i3 status. Where are you? There you go. Okay, so that's there. And I need to move that again because I made the mistake of not putting it in the right place. And you can do it with the V, so you know. Oh, cannot. Okay, of course. And it does it. Tells you that it's done it. V for verbosity. Or verbose mode. And yeah, so cd i3 status. And again, we've just got to make a file. And I think we might have to actually handcraft this one. Yeah, you actually have to do that. They've been a bit inconsistent there. They should have done it similarly with i3 status as well. But oh well, not to bother. We'll go make sudo make install, and then we go which i3 status, and we know that i3 status is now. Right, another one we need to do is the dmenu. I highly recommend you install dmenu. It is the bomb as far as trying to find applications, and we'll see if we can just get it to actually run in this little session while I'm at it. I might find it useful. You can customize. Actually, the funny thing about dmenu is if you want to customize it to any significant extent, you might actually have to recompile it. But there are some switches that you can do. But apparently, the people who do, I think it's DWM, the guys anyway at Surplus Tools, that kind of go for the whole let's configure it in the compiling stage. So anyway, that doesn't bother me. I'm just a consumer of it, and I do a little customization using the little switches that they have. So that's that. And again, I did it in the wrong place. You can see it's been a long day for me. And so work new menu, and now we're going to go. Oh, that's right. We're going to make file. Vim make. I think this one actually goes into the right location, but I say but. That's right. It's going to have the wrong thing for this. We don't need that. We don't need that at all. We might even have to customize this a little bit, if I remember correctly. It does give grief, but let's try it. It did it. If you don't do that right, it doesn't do it properly. And it installed, which is totally awesome. And so we go which dmenu run, and we know that's there, and we can go dmenu run, and then we get, look at it, we can type things in and find them. Firefox. See that? And you can set it as a shortcut if you wanted to, I guess, if you really wanted to. You can set it as a shortcut on top of that, but we don't really need that running right now. So let's escape out of that. Let's go Control C. Okay, so basically we've got i3 installed, and I don't know if I've got xnest sudo. I'm going to try it in xnest anyway. Apt install xnest. I'm sure I've done it in the previous window over here, but fine. And man xnest. I'm just wondering. Name. Yeah. I wonder. Xnest options. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to say O3. That's this file here is what will start. If you haven't got like GDM or any of those guys installed, GDM, MDM, LLightDM, KDM, was it Wing DM? There's another one. What's it? Slim? Is it Slim DM or something like that? Anyway, a whole bunch of DMs. If you don't have one of those installed, you can just use a .xnetrc and start everything from that. But I'm going to try this xnest. Oh, xnest. Okay, and I think now let's start an X session in here, but how did I get i3 started? See, these are the things. i3? No. Well, let's do a quick Google. Start xnest program. It's kind of a cool little thing to have if you want to start something up. And it's AC. I don't know what AC stands for, but let's just try that. Xnest and let's try something. Actually, I think I might do this. Export display equals 1, and then I'll go, because that sets the display not to be, because if I go echo, before if I went echo $display, maybe if I go on here actually and go echo $display, it will show this guy here, which means the current display that I'm on, whereas I want to actually do a nested one. So xnest i3 slash user slash local slash bin slash i3. Maybe it doesn't like that either. We might try to background it, and that's an important thing too. So if you're compiling the libraries, you need to do ld-config so it knows where the libraries are. Meh. Alright. No, I can't do that, that's a bad idea. Alright. Kill all xnest. Let's try it again. Might have to do it 9. It should. Yeah. Q. That's alright. Let's try it again. Do you have an xnest? I've done a bit of a crappy thing there, actually. Because now it is actually running on that display, but we can't actually see it. Things are getting bad here. Export. Let's try that again. We'll do that again. Yeah. So it is actually running on that. So let's just kill that. Kill 9 XNest. Again, I told you that I might have to yeah, and i3 is not playing the damn game. I at least had the i3 come up, but I just didn't have the fonts come up. Let me have a look at something. Start i3 in XNest. Start window manager. Nest. I'll have to have a look at that again. Oh, what's this AC again? Maybe that's where I'm going wrong. No, maybe not. I don't know, maybe I got that wrong. 4. You can just try it. Does it really hurt? I guess I should just try and do it the way they're doing it. Okay. AC. Oh. And I guess I should just try it. Okay. Oh look, I shouldn't assume that it has the display option. Boo. Yeah, fine. Let's see. i3. We all go through these sort of issues, I guess. We try this. How about we try this instead? This is a little bit of dodgy. If not, I'm just going to have to run it up. There we go. That was a bit of a dodgy. But it's asking for the wizard, so I'm not going to run the wizard in here. That's just a plain bad idea. I've tried it before and it screws up. And we're just going to go i3. Where's the wizard? Where's the wizard? Config, wizard. Yes, generate the config. And we'll use win. Yes. Cannot connect to i3. Well, I created the file that I need. And i3 status. That's fine, we'll leave it alone. So we'll just try one more time and see if we can get this to play ball. And yeah, we can get the D menu to come up, but things are kind of misbehaving. You can see the text is missing down here. I just don't know why that's the case. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to stop the video, and we're just going to try and get back into i3 and show you what it looked like. Now welcome back, YouTubers. That was a little bit of a delay there. I had some problems with ALSA, but they somehow resolved themselves. I have no idea how. But anyway, it could have been that I was looking at the ALSA mixer and it decided that it was going to play ball. So now we're in i3. I can show you how this sort of operates. It's all keyboard driven, like this. This is what I use in LFS largely because it's for me it's so easy to use because of the keyboard shortcuts. But also, I guess partly because it's got low dependencies. There aren't a lot of dependencies there, but it can be a little bit of a convoluted install if you don't know what you're looking for. Also, I should note that LFS doesn't document how to install i3, so you're pretty much left with the documentation on the i3 website, which isn't too bad, and also with the depends file there. So, but yeah, you can use the mod key to go back and forth. You see down the bottom here, we've got this little status that I set up before when I did the config. I probably set that up as well. So, but you press mod D, and I can do Firefox like that, and it starts Firefox, which is really, really cool. Yeah, and if I go to another window, so go like this, like that, we're using mod 1, 2, 3, 4 up to 0 for the 10th one, and I press Alt Enter, and then Alt Enter, and then on mod V, and then do that, and then I go back over here, and I go mod H for some reason, and I go like that. See? Wonderful. And you can just go Control D, 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 and get rid of all of them as well. So it's really, really cool. You can also start applications like LibreOffice. I presume it won't have the proper theming. Yeah, it doesn't. It's missing the theming, but you can set that up, I think, with the GTK-RC file, or I think you can also, there's a shortcut which is listed on the Arch Linux wiki about how to, like there's a, sorry, not a shortcut, but an environmental variable that you can use to set your GTK themes up and stuff like that. So yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. That's i3, how to compile i3. That was one of the more convoluted ones. The next one we'll do is, and it'll probably be the final one we do in this series, just because I managed to get the Nimbus theme installed, which is just for me totally cool, because it's a, you know, like I got it installed using some binaries last time, but I managed to find the source code, the damn source code, and not from the Oracle website, no, not from the Sun website. Oh, I hate to say it, I got it from Launchpad, which of course is associated with Ubuntu. But anyway, it was from a PPA, and I managed to find the original sources. I just sort of thought, well, we'll go down that avenue, because if it's going to be done properly, I'll have to have the orig file in the Debian archive, and it just happened to do so, and it was great. Fantastic, wonderful, superlative. So, anyway guys, as usual, if you like the video, please like, subscribe, tell your friends about it, make a comment or two, ask for something to be reviewed or a tutorial done on it. I'm more than happy to do that. Answered a question today about the smoothness of my, you know, well, not the smoothness of my display, but rather the lack of tearing, and I gave an answer to that. So if you've got any questions, I'll make my best effort to answer them. But anyway, please, again, like and subscribe. I hope it wasn't too long for you. Anyway, enjoy your night, whatever you're having, day, work, holiday. Excellent. Goodbye.